Hello, 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 and welcome back to Warframe Wednesdays. I'll be your host for today, Fraggoth, and today is going to be still pretty normal stuff, some Nightwave shenanigans and some Tridolons, some reasonably casual Tridolon runs. I'm not going to stress too much. Let's see. Night is in 34 minutes. What do we got? We can do something in the meantime. Let's see. What Nightwave stuff do we have for this week, huh?
Yours got the goods for one lucky dream. Who's it gonna be?
Interact with your Kubro or Kavat. Easy.
Let's get back
Transmutations.
to it.
Also easy. Boom. Interaction. 1,000 Nightwave points for petting the pretty kitty who graspeth the hand and says, "You have the opposable digits.
Well,
You
well,
must
well.
open the can of
Looks
food."
like some serious crud is going down out there. Here's to you, anonymous troublemaker.
Well, here's to you, Mrs. Robinson. Oh no. Copyrights. Oh no. Alright, transmuting. One. Wow, warm coat. Whatever will I do? Two, three, four. Transmute. Yep. Ooh, point strike. Two, three, four. Ooh, lasting sting. Okay, we're done here. Okay. That was painless. That gets us at 6,000. That's not too shabby. Not too shabby. Figure we can probably. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Let's see. Exterms and rescues and relics. So let's do 2 for 1. Let's do relic exterms if there are any. There are none, but there are rescues. So let me go and check. I forgot they have it all integrated in one interface now. Okay. Search. Wukong. No. Nink. No. Zhug. No. I got nothing. So we're just gonna do 3 at random. This is fine. All right. So, how are people this morning? I, for one, am fine. Weather took a turn for the less unpleasant, which is good. Had some weird shit happen outside my apartment, which I will not go into at this time, because I truly do not understand what it was.
The infestation has trapped our operative in an emergency airlock. Find and free the captive.
I will cover these people
Watch
in
out.
hula
I'm
hoops, whether
detecting
they
great
like it or
efficiency
not.
nearby. Do you matching?
These people are going to get a hula hooped.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use
So this is a
reactive dodging darts.
rescue. Rescues are easy.
Use that
Truly.
reactant to open a keep fighting. For more reactant.
I should probably be using Wisp so I have
It is
some
almost as if
attack
the
speed to
infested
speak
have
of.
deliberately captured our operative.
Ooh, that was an interesting
Further
hiccup.
behavior is highly unusual.
Alright.
Are not
Oh, I
nearby.
forgot my
It will only
tunes.
attack if
Oh
it senses
no.
high concentrations of infested.
I
Stay in
forgot
the
my
fight if you want it to go away.
tunes. Oh, we already have all 10. I'm out of here. Peace out,
The
guys.
relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out
Oh
what's
my
inside.
goodness. Jump past them, thank you. So, Neja's barrier thing used to block all incoming damage. Now it blocks a sizable
Multiple
percentage
biosignatures detected.
as
We've
well
got
as being a
infested
shield.
incoming.
It still is basically
Think
damage
getting ready.
resistance that lasts until your shield runs out. And you can increase the amount of damage it'll absorb. And basically, a portion of that damage will be absorbed by the hula hoop, which is good. I have. Oh, look, there's a one of those, and it's corrupted, and I'm just going to ignore the frigging thing. I don't care. I don't need its giblets.
Beware. Those lasers are linked to the were known
So
to
that's
going
good,
on
right?
the
lack of giblet
Contact with the
requirement.
laser
I
transporter
didn't
operative.
realize it was open. Oh god, I'm paying attention.
Bypass is done. Go.
Did I just walk through that? I
Step off
sure
the
did.
laser. The infestation is responding. Bypassing
Whoops.
our operative. Get them out of there.
There goes any hope of a Cosmos Spectre. Oh well. Too bad it's still one of these, and it's really easy. Ta-da! Got him. Take that Twin
We
Roga,
found
you
the
punk.
operative. Now bring them home.
Easy. Rescue missions, they're really, really easy. I think I've said this before. Almost every stream. I think... Oh, hey, the rings stayed on after I went through the null bubble. That's a little odd. That apparently wasn't the one. Okay, good. Have a nice day. Hang around. Nope, scanned it. The hula hoop glowing around me also, I believe, inflicts sort of thorns damage, if you will, if I'm in immediate proximity to an enemy, like touching them, kissing them, giving them a hug. Um, it's not very much, but this isn't, I don't think, a high strength build. I think it's slash damage? I don't think it's heat damage. In any case, it's not enough to actually kill anything. But it is there. It exists, but it won't... The difficulty is that damage reflection in Warframe is pretty dodgy. It does technically work, but it never does substantial amounts because enemies have so many orders of magnitude more health than you do. Oh, yeah, we're gonna take that Forma. Um, they have tons of health, and any damage that they're doing to you that would be significant enough to hurt them is probably just gonna kill you outright,
Escort mission
because
complete.
that's how the reflect works. It
Hostage is
happens
safe now.
after you've
Let's get
taken the
everything.
damage, which is just kind of throw your hands up in the air like you just don't care. Big whoop, it doesn't matter. It's pretty insignificant. Now, if it happened before you took the damage, or if it just straight up bounced the damage away, it'd be pretty insane. The other thing that makes it really of incredibly dubious value is that a bunch of the stuff that causes damage reflection is also doing damage reduction, and it's going to be reflecting the reduced damage that you had to take back at the enemy. So it's like damage reflect and damage resistance don't work together well. So you'd, I guess, ideally want to have a very high health frame that doesn't reduce damage at all, that can somehow survive taking a hit that's still only going to take away maybe a tenth of the enemy's health, which would one-shot you. It, the math just doesn't work out. We'll keep going with Neja. We like being a speedy boy. Yeah, boy. Guys can be effeminate and flexible and still be guys. I wouldn't go so far as to say that he is a T-word. I say T-word because, well, I can't say it in the chat. Not that I'd want to. I have a maturity of greater than 13 years of age. Oh, good. That's probably for me. Skip the cinematic, please. Please.
Void
No.
fissures. You need them to open. But are you
Does that
confident
even...
you can
Yeah, it
withstand
did.
their... Defend yourself
Alrighty.
against reactive open relics. A dropping reactant.
That is a Cyan Star, but I will take it regardless. The other week we had Iatan slotting, which was nice. I finally got to spend some of my Iatans and their respective stars. So I got me a nice boatload of endo. which is excellent. Endo is good. I went the wrong way. There we go.
Enemy infestation ahead.
I see red and I just turn away. Oh, it's on my twin Ragas, that's why. Pop, 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 pop. Infinite ammo. Pop, 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 pop.
Beware.
Pibbity pop.
Are linked to the poison tumor node
So yeah, I'm
growing
still
on the airlocks.
re-leveling the twin Raga because I've got a ribbon for it, and I might as well.
Bypass the plate. You may proceed.
I think I hit that beam, but okay. Oh, hey.
Not a minute too soon.
The operative. Now bring them.
Oh yeah, probably a good idea to do that. Hopefully someone is actually scanning that and not, you know, not scanning it. Hey, we're just gonna kill that thing. No big. I don't think I got credit for one, so going with somebody decided it would be a good idea to not scan the target and probably killed it, but then again, Samaris also didn't say anything to the effect of, why would you do this? So I just don't know anymore. Now we've got our speedy mode on, lets us booty scoot even faster on the ground. Daily reminder that the booty scoot speed boost is in fact a bug, technically. Just the usual trash. I'm not gonna stay on mine, I'll go to someone else's. I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one I pick. Alright. Yeah, because it's gonna be 15 ducats regardless, unless the Ectogara Prime Blueprint is worth 25, but I don't think it is. There's a couple of those that I haven't memorized. Which ones are worth 25 or not, I'd have to look them up. Bleh, a little stuffy again today. There's something on the wind, man. There's something on the wind or in the water. No. Arr, leave squad, please. Forma. So I'm gonna get that sucker building, because I'm starting to run low again. I'm almost down to 10. What will I ever do? Night in 21 minutes. People are gonna start recruiting soonish. I'm gonna do this last rescue and hope that we get, like, I don't know, a 100 ducat piece. I'm not actually running low on ducats. I'm at the best point in terms of ducat ownership that I've been in years. In that I've got more than 1,000 at any given time. But that's fine. I still am forgetting tunes though. Tunes that won't get the channel muted. Let's see, I can't play the Nighthawks. They're syndicated, so we'll do, I did the Metal Wolf Chaos soundtrack the other day. Let's do some Metal Slug. I like Metal Slug. Is it Metal Slug 6 that I'm thinking of? Ooh, I gotta turn that down.
One of our operatives has been trapped by the infestation. You must rescue them.
Oh, come on. Oh, okay. Are they high strength then? Because it's not high duration.
Look out for reactant. The enemies are tracking reactant. The reactant is working on your weapon. Find more.
Yeah, it was like a 10-second duration. That's nothing. Then again, I'm the guy. Well, If Octavia were more like Wisp and didn't in fact have cloaking, I would go for strength for Octavia every single time.
A juggernaut nearby? Only attack when it senses high
But as it
concentrations of
is,
infected blood. Slow the flow. Want it to go away.
I go for duration because that cloak is too good to pass up.
Relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
It almost hit me. So because of the clear energy projectiles that the Phantasma shoots out, I have killed myself like every time I've used the alt fire for the past 2 days. Because my brain just is not paying attention.
Beware. Those lasers are linked to the poison tumor.
Oh, don't hit him.
Contact
I also have the mod that increases damage but reduces accuracy, which makes them an even more dodgy proposition. Oh, where did you just go? Where am I? What have I done? Oh, they've already got him. I see how it is. That is probably for the best. Keep me out of the equation. Oh, nice. Why do I keep falling through the floor here? Why am I so blind? Ah, there we go. It's through here. Alright. Alright. Thanks, lag. So I'm also using the, what's it called? The Lacera, which is... Oh, there's no way this is okay. There's been some sort of a lag thing going on, and it is preventing all sorts of stuff from happening. I'd kill them at least? So, on its charged attack, the Lacera basically whips out and grabs a dude. Open bleed. Thank you. Thing is only 400 meters away. I can taste it. It's okay, we have a little time to burn anyway. It's not that big a deal. Kind of hoping for a triple Tridolon, a 3x3 if you will. And I'll explain terminology on that. I know most people here will probably know it, but if you don't know it, I'll make a lot of things a lot clearer. I know I was confused as hell when the terminology first... Please? No? Okay. When the terminology popped up like overnight, I was completely confused. So yeah, sorry for having a late start today. Events got ahead of me. I'll just revive this dude. I don't know how you're down, but you are. You get a hula hoop. You get a hula hoop. Everybody gets a hula hoop. What is he doing? Get back here, dude. What on earth is going on over there? Yeah, you can put hula hoops on their thingamajigs. No, I don't need another blueprint for that. Enemies are the track that I'm expecting. What is it? Final attack, probably? It's probably final attack. Metal Slug has a great soundtrack, but the iteration of the soundtrack I have is kind of questionable. They came out with like a complete sound box a while ago that I kind of want to get a hold of, which covers, I think, all of them, including Metal Slug 3D, which was Japan only, but a lot of fun. That should have been all three of them, right? Here we go, triple Forma. Let's see. What do we got? We got all those kills that have to be made. Easy. We're gonna take care of this. So yeah, we should be right up around here or here. So we got 5,000. That'll put us there. That'll put us there. And change. Actually, I think that'll get us to there with just those two. Then there'll be those two, which will get us to there, no problem. And then we'll be probably halfway to getting the emissary operator collection. I'd be there already if there weren't, or I'd be there this week if I had been getting all the dailies like I was supposed to.
Let's get back to it.
Okay, let's check out the radio here, and let's get into our Tridolon cap and shoes. Volt, looking for 3x3. So, when someone says they are a Volt looking for a 3x3, a 3x3 means 3 runs of the 3 Tridolons. So if you see a 4x3, that means 4 runs of all 3 Eidolons. So that's Terry, the Terralist, Jerry the Gantulist, and Heidi the Hydralist. I don't know. I don't think we've settled on names. The names are something of a subject of great debate. Let's see, I've got stuff for Zenerek, but I think I need to upgrade my capacity instead of upgrading Temporal Blast. Oh, here we go. Someone's hosting a casual Tridolon. Left. Have a hero equipped, but can bring anything. Go with a casual group. That way we can show it off slower, and if things go horribly wrong, I can point them out. I need to get rid of this. No, I have New Looka on there. Never mind. There you go. Steel Beast. I recognize Steel Beast. Where are we for this? I think I need 125 for the stencil. Yeah, I still need 125 for the stencil. Oh, look. Shenanigans. I don't remember what I have on my Lanka. It occurs to me, oh, I have critical damage. I really need to re-roll that to be like anything else. Okay. Yeah, I have to have that because you need to do radiation. Having toxin is not ideal. So what do we got? We got a Volt, we got a Chroma, we got a Harrow. Okay, he will trim. I'm ready to roll. I should really double check my mod loadout. Should be at 100% duration. Yes, it is. I really need to ready up. Oh, that's right. It's only affected by the empathy range, or empathy range. The affinity range for other frames. I think for Harrows. We're going here first. So, place your bets now that something's going to go horribly wrong. Every time I go into it from here, from Cetus, something goes wrong. Lately. Didn't used to be this way. They're going to pick the bounty and something's going to flub. I don't know what, but something is going to go wrong. I should really double check with Macaque to make sure I got everything. I think I did from the summer event. Oh, can't look now. Easier to just join the planes from the orbiter. There we go. Well, that's what I could do, is Jazz Jackrabbit soundtracks. I friggin' love that soundtrack. That one is excellent. Back when video games cared about their soundtrack a lot, and they made them really identifiable. Or refer, of course, to the 90s. And 80s, strictly speaking. 80s was more due to pure technical limitations. Stuff like the NES's soundboard could only play so many notes at any given time, roughly a chord at once. That's why so many of those soundtracks tend to have really identifiable harmonies and melodies. You can hum them. They're very memorable. Shit, I should hope we have a plan. On it, because the Harrow isn't needed until I'm not going to even type that out. Alright, this guy's giving me juice, which is good. I'm going to spin this gun in my hands like I was born to do that. Nighttime should be in the next 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm going to charge my mod juice. Or my virtuous strike. Which, strictly speaking, I don't need to do. If we're being casual, we definitely don't. But I'm doing it. So what Virtuous Strike does, and it is important for more hardcore runs, is when you are in Operator Cloak mode, you basically build up this gauge. You see where it says at the top of my screen, there's a little pair of mountains or whatever, the number 8 up above, and then a X 6.144, 6.44. Okay, so dissection. Basically, anytime I'm cloaking myself, I'm building that gauge up. It can go up really high. The 8 signifies the number of charges available. So I have 8 single shots that will do, right now, 6.44 times their normal damage. This works against the Eidolons and their shields specifically. Right now it's back up to 9.75. I'm going to try and get this real high. You want to get this extremely high, if you can. If you're trying to do a lot of these runs very quickly, managing this resource is incredibly important. Because it is hard to kill their shields quickly. Period. So, usually you'll go with anything that's going to maximize the amount of damage in a... You see, I like that operator outfit. They've got a little afro ponytail and some sort of a hairnet. I like that. I like that. It appeals to me. To my vanity. What's it up to now? 15. You can get it... I've seen it. I've gotten it as high as 30. And with that, with the right weapon, kitted properly, you're going to be taking its shield down basically in 1, maybe 2 shots. So what people will usually do for the game plan is you'll have like 3 people doing that, 1 person with Unairu Wisp, which will pop out a Wisp that deals, I think, plus 100% damage. Operator damage specifically, I think. If you melee someone. So it's pretty good. So people will collect those. They'll have their gauge charged way, way up. And basically each person has an assigned Eidolon that they're going to use it on. So if I'm going to be charging all this time, I'm going to do, say, the Hydralist, and he's my job, and basically you're going to have 6 shots you can do. You have to go through 6 phases, and you have 8 shots you can do that in. So you hope to have it as high as humanly possible, which is quite high. The problem is for subsequent runs, you have to basically be on your game as well and just not die. So I've got it up to 24. It's entirely possible that I'll get this up to 30. And I will... one of the things you have to remember is not to attack things in the meantime, because any attack you do is going to use up one of those charges. They want flex? I'll give them flex. We're up at 30. So my alt fire on the amp I have equipped should be enough to nearly kill all the shield. This should be enough to kill the shields on the Terrorist, the first one we're gonna fight, no problem. Oh, okay. What happened there? So my HUD isn't updating properly, which has me very concerned. What is going on? Got it up at 40 now, which is pretty good. I don't know when it's going to shift over. It was 15 minutes, I think, when we got in here, so it should be pretty soon. think he'll find that it is actually night. Alright, I have it at 50. This should, this will be pretty intense. My biggest thing is to not use any attacks of any kind. I think you can do a mid-air melee to eject out of an arc wing, but not a ground pound. I might be misremembering that. Yeah, shoot at me, boy. Shoot at me. So I've got my catch moving on me. Oh! Thought I was outside its range. It's about a 100-meter range, as you can see. So what we're gonna do most of this time is just bounce around a lot, avoiding damage every opportunity we can. Why are you over here? Oh, that's the thing I picked up earlier. Doy. Guess I'll keep getting more, because at 50 times damage, I should be able to one-shot Gantularist shields no problem. Probably the Hydralist shields as well. So I'm going to do my best to save that. Oh good, we have a charged. So that means it's nearly my time to shine. Ow. We can afford to take our time as well, wait for that Trinity to finish collecting. I don't know how many they have. Doesn't look like they have 6, looks like they have 4. So I'm gonna get back to charging. Because if I can make the Gantularist phase real quick and painless, or the Hydralist phase. Okay, he's getting near the water, which makes me suspicious every time. Even though nighttime just started.
Energy spike. I advise falling back. That device is insufficient. You are directed to secure and employ additional Tridolon lures.
And I use Harrow's 4, which makes him and everyone around him invincible, absorbs damage, and converts it to crit chance and crit damage, which is quite handy if we get real speedy. For the teams that are doing like 4x3, 4 and 5 Tridolon runs in a night, they're going to be running time right to the wire for the cooldowns. So having a long duration on the Harrow can be really bad. I know I've done it. And they'll wind up killing it or popping a node before I can recast, and that can be pretty bad. But at about 100% duration, you have enough time to not only cover the entire series of magnetic novas that it produces during its roar, you also if people are killing the shields really quickly, are able to provide that buff to people like the Chroma, who are going to be shooting the nodes and killing them toot sweet. Alright, this one should be where it summons buddies. Should? The shield is down. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna pop this. I don't have to, but I'm popping it. I figured it'd be something like that, because the things were coming down. So he just got back some shields. I am not going to shoot at him. I realize it looks like I'm not contributing much, but my role will become evident later with what I'm doing. And my Void Strike, not Virtuous Strike. Virtuous Strike is the Arcane. Okay, I have my Void Strike up at about 60. This is going to handily one-shot anything I care to shoot it at. That should be a capture. So we just got an Arcane from that. Whoop-de-la. Who knows, it might even be something worthwhile. I would not hold my breath on that front. 6. Because I'm not doing Xeneric, so it can't do 7. There we go. Charge and move here. So my job's about to get a bit more complicated. I'm gonna let... Actually, I might save it for Hydralist to make Hydralist go real fast. Because if I can do that... Ah! So this is the Gantulist. He's a big boy, as you can see. He's got a couple various attacks that are largely evolutions and variations on what you just saw with Terry. I am awfully close to that laser. One of them is all these lasers that come down. Those are very dangerous. They will kill you but quick. There are those orange-yellow balls that float through the air with the greatest of ease. They home in. You can actually shoot them. For a second there, I almost hit the 5 key, which would have put me in operator mode, which would have made me really upset. He also can put up a shield dome thing that you can't void dash into. Oh, I want to get out of there. Hopefully that Trinity is healing those. It looks like they are. That is good. Yeah, I keep seeing the bless icon pop up, which is excellent. Yeah, you can see the hexagon pattern of the dome here right now. So I'm using an audio cue for when to deploy. It's after he finishes doing his charge up for the roar. You actually have like a portion of a second after he starts the roar itself to deploy your 4 as a Harrow. And actually get the benefit from it, but I like to cut it slightly better than that. Less fine than that. You can cut it very fine indeed. I am not going into the water because it will give me a magnetic proc, and I need energy every time I can have it. If I let myself get magnetic procced now, I will likely not have energy when I think I'll have it later, and that is bad. Okay. He also does these little Nova things. But yeah, as you can see, I'm blocking all that, taking no damage from it. If I weren't doing that, I'd be taking magnetic procs. Everybody would be taking magnetic procs, and we would probably all die. So my job is fairly important for smooth running. Oh my gosh, get off the ground. Thank you. For things to run smoothly here. You can do this with a limbo. It does work. I don't remember how many we've done, so I'm going to pop it anyway. Yeah, okay. Next one, I believe, will be the Summoning the Vomvalists. I need to move. You know, it occurs to me that I have not done an adaptation build. I know the rolling build works here very nicely. The one that, what is it called? Rolling Guard? Provides invulnerability. Oh, I'm glad I popped it. Because it was one more. It only counted out 4. It was 6. Need to do it at 5. And most of these, as you can see, are charged. One of them isn't, but that's going to be no problem in a sec. I'm not worried about that at all. So my big job is A, to stay alive. But it's again, you're gonna see what happens when we get to the Hydralist. Normally its shields take a while to take down. I'm gonna be doing them in maybe one shot. That's right. I'm gonna go revive my kitty. Oh, somebody was on it. Nice. Nice, dude. Thanks. So I'm gonna keep charging up my Void Strike. Hydralist is where I'm gonna shine, and you're gonna see what happens. Yeah, I don't know what our Volt is doing exactly. Our Volt seems to be slacking. Because we do need those. Those shields are right there. Those are lasers. You want to move from there. You don't want to be there. I'm gonna start picking some stuff up off the ground. There they are. So, getting arcanes, probably getting those, what are they called? It's the ribbon transmuters. I don't know what he's talking about. We lost the lures we're supposed to lose. Didn't we? I saw 3 icons. We only need 3. And again, more isn't necessarily a bad thing, in case you lose one. Alright, so my role is about to really come into its own, and you'll see what happens in a sec. What's that person? Plants? Alright, because I'm going to be at times 70, which is as high as I've ever gotten it. Normally don't have the opportunity, but here we are. Why do we have 2 volts? What is going on? Okay, I have to remember not to shoot too early. As well. That is fairly important. Alright. It is walking that way, so I'm going to zip on over here. Look at its health bar. That did not do nearly as much damage as it's supposed to. But okay, there we go. We'll be fine. Oh shit. Shoot it in the parts. Now, my real job. I did it too early, but we'll be fine. It should be within tolerances. Yes, we're good. I was talking over the sound cue because I'm smart. Oh no. Oh, I see. The blast damage is hitting me, and that's why I'm going down. Because the invulnerability starts as soon as you hit 4, but I like to be a little ahead because that can save me a lot of grief later. Is his shields down already? Shit. Now it's working. I'm missing his crotch, that's what's going wrong. Uh-oh. It's okay that my operator is dying. I am going to save it. Let someone else conk it out, and I will take the next one and shoot it with both barrels. Oh shit. Someone hit it. There we go. I was in time. I cut that way too fine. I didn't like how fine I cut that at all, but we're there. There we go.
Energy spike. I advise falling back. Sentient energy contained. You are closing on victory. Act now.
Oh. Okay, so I basically played my role about as well as I could have, I think, under the circumstances. So I'm happy. Alright, I'm checking to see if there are any of those purple glowing Vomvalist Rift things, because I don't want those around. Those would be bad. I don't know where the shields are right now. There should be some. Hell with this. Should have done that from the start. He has a couple patches up. That's interesting. Usually only has one at a time. Alright, so that should be a captured Hydralist. Be interested to see what arcanes we got. I'm not too optimistic about anything special. I have a couple that I have near having the... Oh, that's right, I can go get... No, I can't do that. Yeah, there we go. I missed some over here. There we go. I don't really need them. Interested to see what we got from all that, if anything. I don't know what that guy just said. Nightwave complete. Arcane acceleration? Arcane trickery? Yes. Arcane warmth, who cares? Arcane trickery, if it's the one I think it is not particularly rare, but it is quite useful. Let me upgrade and check out my arcane trickery. I think now I can max mine out, or nearly. Where's my arcane trickery? rank owned. There we go. Arcane Trickery. Ah, I'm 1 away. So you need 10 in order to max one out. I'm also close to Arcane Rage, which, Arcane Trickery. On a finisher, you have a, how many percent chance? Is a 10% chance to become invisible for 20 seconds, which is, as you can imagine, fairly fairly good for certain builds. Inaros benefits immensely from that. Whatever, it's practice. Anytime someone isn't doing their job properly on a Tridolon hunt, I'm not too upset because it takes quite a bit of practice. Bolt probably has the trickiest positioning. Harrow's job is really easy, but Harrow's kind of annoying to get, and uh, if Harrow isn't doing his job wrong, everybody knows it and everybody suffers horribly. Trinity is kind of the same way. Very straightforward job, but if they're not doing their job properly, everyone knows it and everyone's going to be upset with you. Chroma's job is hard. I find Chroma's job hard. I can't do it very well. Volt's job, positioning is tricky. He's probably Volt and Chroma have probably the hardest mid-fight jobs. Um, Volt's job is somewhat less important, less crucial, so he's kind of running interference and backup most of the time. But he is still important. Part of the reason they have the damage cap is to prevent them from being one-shot, but that doesn't happen for starters, and I'm jealous. That looks horrible. It'll look better later when I actually have all the components. Then again, they only grant 50 standing a pop, so... So during missions, kind of like the Wolf of Saturn 6, you'll get two, I guess they're devotees, of this Arlo person who will attack you. And they do not show up much. Kind of like the devotees that would show up on the stage before this, the current point where we're at, where they would show up and revive you if you went down. But now they will attack you. It's just two of them, and you get 50 standing total for both of them together, I believe. Unless it's 50 each. I'm pretty sure it's just 50 total, which makes them totally worthless. They don't show up very often. It doesn't feel like they show up nearly as often as the wolf stuff did, which was nearly every mission. I've encountered them a very limited number of times. They're not hard by any stretch of the imagination. You don't have to capture them afterwards, I don't think, like you did with the Wolf of Saturn 6 prisoners. You just kill them, and they lie there, and they're dead. I don't think they drop anything. I haven't seen them drop anything. I should check the codex to see if they're there. I don't think they are. Well, I'm gonna go and leave Cetus. I'm gonna check the codex. Wonder what they'll be under. Universe, enemies. I don't think they'll be under Stalker Likes. I don't think they'll even be under. Let's try unaffiliated. Let's see if they show up there. There's Saturn 6 fugitives. There's the Wolf of Saturn 6. I did get a bunch of scans in on them. I am not seeing them here. Paupers, they'd be cute if they didn't look like fever dream abominations. Ah, I'll check under infestation. I don't think they'll be there. What were they called? I think I only have like... Ah, here they are. So I don't have enough scans of them. That is a torrid. Can you see a face in there? I can't see a face in there. There's no way those people aren't infested. And then there's whatever that is. I'm not sure what that is. It doesn't look like an embolist. He's got a sword arm, which is cool. I always approve. Except now he's holding it like a gun. I don't know that that's how that works. But yeah, they're pretty cool. Hoping for more of those. I've got one scan each of those. They have not come to me very frequently, but then again, I'm also not generally running lots of just average everyday missions, so maybe they show up more often. When you're doing that, I don't know. What are you doing over here? Oh, it's sorted by name. Okay, let's pick up some tunes as well here. Difficulty here is finding something that I've got here that isn't going to tick off sensors somewhere. Here is where the difficulty starts. Oh, here, we can do that. Just have to make sure to skip past any vocals. There we go. So this is the soundtrack from a game I played way back on the PS1. A side-scrolling beat-em-up called Panzer Bandit. It is a boatload of fun. Great soundtrack. Great combo system. Great everything. Not the hardest beat-em-up I've ever played. It could be tricky. Bosses tended to be quite brutal. Sort of wound up playing a little like a hybrid between a side-scrolling beat-em-up and an actual proper 2D fighter, as many of those are. Let's see. It's sorted by focus lens. I haven't tried Mirage using the alt-fire of the Phantasma. I imagine that's moderately impressive. Where are you, Mirage? Mirage Prime, rather. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, okay. So I'd have to start adding a whole other tier of them. I've really got to get around to doing that. Just assigning frames willy-nilly. Do I have any of these maxed out? No, I do not. Main reason I'm leveling up the Lacera is I've got a ribbon for it. Ah, here we go. Another Umbra Forma, which I will not be using again. Let's see, and we're getting a spare Arcane Grace. I don't need one. And I'm getting a phone call. Give me a moment. No, I'm not. Caller is blocked. Yes! Just the way I like them. Exterminate missions, rare gem or ore mining, Kuva siphon missions. Ugh. Not a fan. Not a fan. Let's see. We can go for exterms. Actually, if there's a Kuva siphon exterm, it's a big, vibrating pulsating if. No. No. Whole lot of no. No. Come on, guys. Am I going to go through the entire system before I see one? I think that's a yes. Let's check Lua. I don't think I've ever seen it on Lua, come to think of it. Alright. Pluto. Kuva Flood. What are you? You're a mob def. You've shamed me. And your house. Did I check Eris? I probably did. No, I didn't, obviously. Capture mob def. Survival. No X terms, so I can't multitask. I'm not doing a survival. I might entertain a mob def. I'd rather do a capture. Yeah. Panzer Bandit, the soundtrack we're listening to, for some trivia, made by our good friends at Banpresto, the folks who have brought us such titles as we have never seen, the Super Robot Wars series. At some point, I'm going to stream some of the Super Robot Wars titles, the OG games, or original generation. That will not be for some time. The only ones in English, and there are 3 of them that are officially translated, are OG1 and OG2 on the Game Boy Advance, and a spin-off game called Endless Frontier, which is nothing like the series proper. Oh, hey, it's one of... Nope, that's just a garden variety Grenier. Okay. Says somebody didn't pick up one of the, I just interrupted myself. I shouldn't say the only ones in English, because there's some that are in Asian English, i.e. translated by probably someone in Taiwan, probably mostly for the Hong Kong market. Incidentally, thoughts and prayers to the people in Hong Kong. Because there is a large English contingent in Hong Kong. Lots of English speakers in Hong Kong, and even in the Chinese market in general, really. Did I, or did I not just get it? I must have missed it. So there are some of the recent titles, from the mainline series even, that have gotten some English translations official, but they are not released in the West, so it doesn't much matter. But someday I will show those off. I don't know how canny people are to see Game Boy Advance games streamed. I don't know if there's a market for that. I realize none of this is very Warframe related, but it was a nice little digression. Boom. Many boom. I can't believe how you put an awkward Shatnerian pause in your speech. Sorry. I shouldn't bash on the voice actors. The people who do the voice acting in Warframe have my respect. whether you like them or not. Some of them are given some really strange stuff to work with. Oh? Where?
Attack us, we will counter.
Where's the scanny boy? I saw nothing. There we go. At least I got credit for that one. Been having those bug out on me a lot lately. You saw one earlier. It's not been as uncommon as I would like. It's not going the right way, is it? It sure isn't. It's too high. I'm too high! Almost have enough credits for that 1,000. Oh, nice. Don't. Yes, do. There we go. He did. He did. He's been de-animated. I couldn't tell you if the person who did the soundtrack for Panzer Bandit is in fact the same person who's done soundtracks for Super Robot Wars series. Some of it sounds similar, but it is a different soundboard than I'm accustomed to with those, so I'm going to go with maybe not. In any case. Moving right along, getting back on track. Hopefully this person who is... Christ, I don't even know how far away they are. They're way away. We'll be here sometime in the next day. Alright. The seasons don't fear the reaper. I'll stop. Alright, got those, Max. Don't I still have to work on re-leveling? Oh, somebody messaged me. I couldn't see. Sorry. I had things covered up. I apologize. Yeah, absolutely. Plushy Cameron 969. Let me bop out of this group. Just message me your in-game name. Well. Yeah, just type in your username and I'll gladly add you to a group and we can do stuff. Sorry, I missed your message earlier. I wish I had a timestamp so I could know how long ago you did that. Provided you are on PC anyway. I'm not nearly as attentive of my message stream. Yeah, what is your in-game Warframe name? I need to know that in order to invite you, because I did /invite plushy camera 969, and it is doing nothing because the username does not exist. So I need your actual in-game name, provided you are playing on PC, because this is me on PC at the moment, hence how I can do that. Instead of panning slowly at the speed of not quick. So yeah, Just need your in-game name, and I will gladly invite you. While you get that typed in, I'll look at what I still need to do. I still need to do Kuva siphons, I still need to do exterms. Exterms will be quick, Kuva siphons will be variable in length. Still there, plushie camera 969. Still waiting for that username so I can invite you. So it says no such player name exists. I'll even double try it with the caps. / invite plushie camera 969. Here, I'll type it out. I'll show you. / invite and then username. In this case, it would be Fraggoth, who's already in my session, of course, because I am Fraggoth. So / invite Fraggoth if you wanted to invite me, like what I have typed down here at the bottom of the screen. There's my Ballistica Prime. I knew I was still leveling that up. Again, like so. Sorry. That came across as condescending, which was not my intention. Alrighty. While I wait for that invite, I'm gonna add another forma to this puppy. It's gonna have to be a D. I call it a D polarity. I forget what the actual name is. Yes, okay, yes. It's not a crit gun, so I'm gonna have to re-roll that. In fact, let's do that right now. GT. Is GT your in-game name? Nope, apparently not. / invite. Whoops. Would be, again, how you would type that out. Unless you are on a console, in which case I have no idea what they've done for an interface for inviting people. I have no clue. And it's not cross-platform anyway, so I don't think you could. Unless it isn't something changed and I completely missed the memo on that, in which case, oops. Let's see. Let me boost that. It's not an ideal mod, but it's not bad either. Plus 108% range is pretty radical. Also, arguably, entirely unnecessary. Lasser can make some use out of that, but what I need to do is put another V polarity on there. So yeah, again, if you wanted to invite me, just type, I guess that's the !/ if it's a QWERTY keyboard, invite space username, and my username is Fraggoth. You don't need a capital, but it would invite me if you had input it correctly. Let me get those twin Ragas over here too. Gold and electricity, that'll be interesting. Let's see. Oh, I can max that out right. I don't want to do that. I want to go to mods. There we go. That's not too shabby. Having innate magnetic isn't great, but that's why we just put different mods on there. I just have to remember that it does switch them around, doesn't it? I forget these things. Can I do it like that? That's keeping magnetic gas, which isn't too great. I can keep it for now. It's not that big a deal. I don't really want blast damage. That's not too shabby. I mean, that's a pretty hefty hike in damage, as you can see. I mean, that's substantial. It hits like a truck anyway. I'm gonna leave it at that for now. Ballistica Prime. I forget what the ribbon for this looked like. Oh, magazine capacity and damage, right. I remember now. Okay. Debating whether or not to reform of this while I'm at it. I'm thinking probably not. Because I'm not that big a fan of the Lacera anyway. I do rather like the Mire, though. Oh, I have a ribbon for the Mire. Interesting. Okay. Not what I expected. And that boosts range, too. It also boosts slash damage. Oh, it does do slash damage. I take it back. I thought it didn't. That's actually not terrible, then. Yeah, let's get a... What polarity is that? Is that a D polarity? It's another D polarity. Let's get a D polarity on there. Give it the D. So, is that invite inbound, or have I misunderstood the nature of this communication? Was it GTG? Was it G missing? Well, I'm just gonna go do other stuff until he gets whatever that is sorted out. Alrighty. Do I really? No, I don't want to be a Mirage. I want to be something else. I'm gonna be a Wisp. What do we got here? We got Mob Def, which I'd rather avoid. We'll do a Hive, why not? Hives are easy. They're straightforward, anyway.
What is that thing?
Someone else is a Wisp. Someone else is wisping. How nice. Saw another one. Where did I see it? It's out of the corner of my eye.
You are near a hive. Destroy the tumor nodes to make the hive vulnerable. Time to ask questions. Destroy it. The frequency has changed. You're onto something, though.
I gonna go poke around until I find this other.
You're not making a dent.
What a waste.
I'm beginning to wonder if these people know how to do Kuva stuff, or if they just miss. Ooh, a Firewalker? Hell yes. I'll take a spare Firewalker. Rather a spare Lightning Step or whatever it is, but.
Don't let them do that!
Alright, let me try finding this, here we go.
Now take out the hive.
Where would leave behind a ghost hive? It totally left behind a ghost hive. That is rad.
No. Protect the siphon.
That is too rad. Too rad for my bones. Don't you do it, Power Claw. Don't you do it. I'll find where you sleep at night, Power Claw.
You've destroyed the Queen's Kuva system. Can't allow any beast to survive.
Alright, moving right along.
My siphon! My Kuva! You're messing up all my plans. I don't like it. Not one bit.
There is a hive in the area. You must destroy all the tumor nodes before you can
Sometimes
damage
they
the hive.
the tumor nodes wind up hiding in really inconvenient locations. So something's coming. What is it? Not on me.
Now quick, destroy the hive.
I did shoot it, right? It's already dead, okay. Someone's gonna say what is after them? Maybe? Well, whatever it is, it's dead now. It's the Stalker, apparently. Got another dread out of it. I think Despair is still his lowest drop chance item. Despair are a set of special kunai that he has. I say special, they're actually... They were at one point one of the most powerful secondaries in the game. That is no longer true. It's still okay. I mean, they're better than regular kunais. They're better than kunai Mark 1s. I don't know if they're better than the Hiko Prime. They're not bad. Most of the Stalker's Stalker-specific equipment is not all that special. The Dread's pretty okay. The Hate is not, because Scythes are in a terrible spot at the moment. Their stances are eh. What the hell? Where am I going? The HUD has had a communications breakdown.
A hive. It is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those. Destroy the hive. Multiple targets ahead.
Oh, I'm the only one in the right place at the moment. No wonder I'm confused. Not even gonna bother. Okay. Am I blind?
All nodes destroyed. The hive is vulnerable. There are still undiscovered supply caches in the area.
Oh, no you don't.
Locate them before leaving.
There we go. I'm just gonna go to the exit. Doing the exterms will take a lot less time. Oh yeah, Crimson Dervish, putting in work. Very, very strong stance, does lots of damage on its hits. Bunch of damage multipliers, very handy. Worth it for the Firewalker, I tell ya. Oh, and Ice Spring? Neat. Wow, both of those mods in one run? That's pretty fantastic. I don't know what the odds are on that. They're not high. I'm gonna go abandon those folks to their fate. Check out Pluto, see if there's anything painless. Kuva Flood Rescue, why not? I hope that counts as a Kuva Siphon mission. If it doesn't, I'm going to be a bit upset. Or at least miffed. It's not like I really need the Kuva. Yes, there's a lot of Riven re-rolling I could do, but life's too short. If I could invest Kuva to get more Riven slots, I'd be all about Kuva. I'd farm up 100,000 Kuva a day for a year. Okay, it wouldn't do that, but still.
Looks like heavy activity.
I want more Riven slots. I should have the ability to have a Riven for each weapon that I can get a Riven for, in my opinion, but that's me. Oh, it's a memory thing. Well, there might be some valid reasons for that, but
What a
I cannot imagine that your memory issues would be made any more substantially worse than you already have. They just need a database manager. I wonder if they're hiring. Of course you called your cat Schrodinger. Why is your cat red? It is a cute flesh bag.
You useless balls of festering flesh. You let them destroy my Kuva Siphon.
Might be the nicest thing I've heard said about me all day.
Piece to survive.
We done here? We're done here.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you, they will surely initiate execution sequence. Files complete. You may proceed. The hostage is almost out of time. Hurry.
I thought I was gonna die over there. Thank you.
You've located the hostage. Escort the prisoner to the extraction point, and I'll take care of the rest.
Okay, where does it want us? Wants us up top. This fucking thing. Oh, the HUD needs so much work. To this day. Is it straight there, really? There we go.
One of our own believes they are the equal of our foe, and baby, they are acting like it.
this too easy.
Alright, so just murder, murder, and mind-shattering tedium. Let's do everything but the gem hunting, shall we? What's an area that has resources I could even remotely need? Let's hop around. Oh, I wonder if crossfire exterminates count. I really don't know. About to find out if crossfire exterminates count as exterminates for purposes of Nightwave.
There is a large platoon of Grenadiers stationed here. Leave no one standing.
If we can avoid alerting them, this may be easier.
My intel suggests there are rich enemy supply caches in the area, but I am unable to pinpoint their exact location. Search them out if you are willing to shoulder the added risk.
So one of the disadvantages of Crimson Dervish is ordinarily that it's quite slow. Wisp renders that completely moot.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Is this the broken one? Shoot. Wanted to try doing it with Wisp for a while now. See how that works.
Oculists, if they scan you, Sentinels won't be far behind.
Come at me then, bro.
The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
We'll be fine. Okay. Ha ha! He's a ghost. This spooky ghost. Interesting. That he was able to kill me through all that means he did enough damage to take out all my health, ignore all my resistances. At only level 25 or so. Interesting. Not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, though. It's pretty much de rigueur, let's face it. Kind of to my point earlier about damage reflection in Warframe. One of the key reasons it doesn't work is simply because of how rough the scaling is. And how not in your favor it winds up being when it comes to stuff like that. On the other hand, you have frames that take advantage of enemy scaling and strength, like Octavia, and put it to work. And Octavia does an incredibly good job of that. Why are we going over there? Oh, Stealth Drift. I want that. I'll take a spare. That one I don't have too many of. I have a couple, though. Didn't realize there were Oregon caches on a Crossfire Exterminate, but here we are. Uh-oh. I'm looking for a ping. Did he leave a ping? Give me a waypoint, dude. I can't help you if I don't know where you are. It is my third dread today. Or this week. Second dread today. I should probably trade some of those. It's usually regarded as the thing to do when you have spares. Oh boy.
You have broken their ranks and they are on the run.
Oh yeah, pre-built and everything. Very nice. I'll take that. There we go. Should get me 2 scans of those guys, which is good. Very nice. I love that sculpture. Yep, those count as exterms, so we are going to do more of those. Head's all stuffy.
There is a large platoon near Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
The Grenier used to be builders, but now all they do is make war.
My instinct suggests
Calling the Grenier builders is slightly disingenuous, considering they were a genetically engineered labor force slash slave race. I don't think they'd appreciate being called builders instead of now only tools of war. I don't think their ambitions quite work that way. Just a hunch. Alright. Ah, good. More of those.
Oculists.
I don't know, I like fighting them.
Sentient fighters won't be far behind.
Ah, here we go.
The sentient is onto you.
Oh, shit. go. Endurance Drift I do not particularly need more of, but it's there, so we'll take it. Got him. Nope, he is way too far away for me to do anything about, so...
You found the first resource cache. I'm detecting 2 more faint hints.
Oh. So, all that self-killing. Oh well. I'll just self-revive, it doesn't matter, nobody's gonna get there in time. Oh well. Suspect they may have already done it. They sure did. So we're gonna get that stealth drift right here.
The enemy is broken. Well done. Now get to extraction.
Getting spares of that is not a bad thing by any means. Just check over here. Sometimes there'll be either a Iatan or maybe something else valuable over here. Usually not, but every now and again. Alrighty. Gonna abandon this group. I get a different set of tunes playing. Don't I have oh, what was that called? No, you didn't hear that. You heard nothing. No. Okay, hopefully this won't do anything licensed in the next 10 minutes. Because if it does, oh, the Sentinels will beam on my ass in a heartbeat, a hot minute. Macross soundtracks of any kind are really dodgy, as good as they may be. As soon as you have some vocalist, you're going to be in trouble. Okay.
Those oculists are scanning for targets. They know we're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
I'm pretty excited for the new war. That might be this year, if we're lucky.
Sentient has adapted to your damage. Surprise them with something new. You found the first resource cache. I'm detecting 2 more faint hints.
So, things to remember is operator guns reset their resistances. Sugar. Mistakes were made. Now we're good. They can be one-shot, though. If you have enough damage. So the melee weapon I'm using here is the Mire. It's got a what do you call them? Syndicate mod attached, which allows it to do that big radial nova you heard or slash saw earlier. It's got a sideline in toxin damage. It's pretty good at what it does.
My Warframe is bad.
Which puzzle are you? Are you the song puzzle? I need to hear that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Easy. Easy.
You found a second cache. Readings indicate 1 more.
Octavia chassis, get. And then whatever is in here. Not much. Sneeze. Oh, I already had one down right there. Oops. I am not looking for caches because I don't think I need them.
Broken their brakes and they are on the run. Another successful.
Alright, 1/3 of the way done with all the kills that I need to make. Which is going to take some time. Quickest and easiest way to do that is probably pick, I don't know, a murder-centric frame and go to some murder-centric location, like a defense.
You found all the caches.
Very nice, got all the caches. Thread the needle! Yes! That is how it is. One of those is liable to come down and kill me.
One of our own believes they are the
We got Octavia Systems. I thought I got the Octavia chassis. Ah! I got both. I got both. I already have Octavia, of course, but having spare components is never a bad thing. Alright. I'm gonna leave this squad. I'm gonna check the Nightwave, which will get me my Arcane Grace. Someday, someday, I will worry about maxing that out. Today is not that day. I can still do the gems or ore. For that, I will grab Octavia for ease of use. Gotta make sure to switch to solo. I don't need someone interrupting. Okay, we'll do that on the plains. And it's daytime, so I don't have to worry about nighttime inconveniences. Like touching water and losing half my energy, for starters. It's really annoying. Alright. So... Plasma drill. Oh, my least favorite part about these is actually hunting the damn things down. That doesn't count as a rare. doesn't count as a rare either. That, on the other hand, does. It's a little far, and here we go. Might not be a guaranteed rare, but... Oh, did I miss it? I must have missed it. That is really tragic. It is a tragedy. Oh, there you are. So what I'm hoping for are those little bonus locations on the wheel mining interface thing. And ideally, I want to be in the middle of those, which I'm doing a very poor job of at the moment. It's on the rock. It is on the rock, but I don't see a point to zap, so I can't do it. This is what I can do, though. This was not a very good one for me. What I'm doing is generally heading in the direction... God damn it. I should really hotkey those. Not that spear, you dink. There we go. I like the 3-spot ones because they have the highest chance of having one of those bonus ones because they're 3 mining spots. That one wasn't very well done on my part. Where I'm going in general is towards a spot that has a lot of them. A Grenier mining operation. Here we go. Copron and Divar, which isn't rare. Gosh darn it. Verbal violence. Where are you? You're obvious wherever you are. You're hiding from me in plain sight. There, it's not there, it's not there. It's not there. Where the fuck is it? I'm blind. Blind, I say. Nope, Copron is not rare. Hoping for, what is it, Auron or Auroxium? Auroxium, A-U-R. Copron is not that. I do not need Copron. I believe I have thousands of Copron at this point. Those small little ones are easy to gauge when you're near the middle. It's this one, assuming I don't muff that, which I did, of course. So this is a mining area. Lots of mineable points. Nice. Oh, there's one up here as well? Okay. Don't mind if I do. I've already muffed this one, but let's see if we can get that down there. There we go. Sometimes you can get 2 furs out of that. I think that was just a 1 fur, which is fine. Here we go. Ah, here we go. You have to be careful not to stand too close, because sometimes it won't hit the point. Even though it looks like from your perspective it is, but you're actually firing from just slightly askance because of the third-person camera. Good for time on my cloak. Just need to get 2 more rares. That's 1. Just need 1 more rare. Thank goodness. These suck. Okay, they're all going to be around it down there. So let's go around the outside perimeter one more time. Okay. Fine. There we go. We're done here. I'm out. Peace. That's right. I don't have the mods I think I have on there. I knew that. I have to actually check to see what mods I do have on there, because this is feeling like I have none. Yeah, I've got to check to see what mods I have on there. Maybe I failed to equip them. I know my mod capacity is dramatically limited because I don't have it leveled up yet, and therefore I don't have it gilded. I'm not going to go for a 3K until I have better mods on there. Have to go to the pipes at Fortuna. All right. Okay, and that... I still have to do that, but that'll get me midway into this thing there. Alright, that'll about do it for me today. Thanks for tuning in, all who tuned in. Hopefully we will catch you next time, Plushy Cameron 969. tuning in from, I think, Mixer, if I'm reading that icon correctly. I am here every day, every Wednesday, doing Warframe, hence the Warframe Wednesdays. On Mondays, I do a mecha-related stream, and on Saturdays, I do a storytime stream where I will read you short stories and the like. Coming up will be the continuation of Peter Watts's Blind Sight that I'm reading. Hopefully people here can tune into that and enjoy hearing that. If they don't enjoy that, then I'm sorry. But I'm going to keep doing them anyway on Saturdays. But yeah, every Wednesday, same time, I'll be doing this. All right, thanks for tuning in and have a great day.